Hmm? Oh! Hey, you! I didn't realize you'd be coming over so soon. Come on in. Oh, well. Yeah, there's a lot. Hold on, let me turn off the mixer really quick. Hold on, and... Alright. Yeah, I told you I was doing a lot of baking. Yeah, I even brought out the big mixer. You know, it's not that far away from Thanksgiving, so I'm practicing all of my recipes to make sure everything is all set. You know, we're going to my parents' house and then your parents' house, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and so I really wanted to bring something. Yeah, but I wasn't sure what to bring. You know, and since you said that your parents often just get a lot of stuff in, I wanted to make something and bring something. Like what? Well, over there I have some cookies in the big mixing bowl that are like those like cream cheese soft melt-away cookies, but those have cinnamon and pecans in them. And then I have some other ones that are cooling over there that are similarly like an apple spice bundt cake. And then you're just in time. I was working on the pièce de résistance. Yeah. Pumpkin pie, of course. It is a staple and a classic, and most people really like it, so I'm going to make one from scratch. No, I'm not going to go to the grocery store and just buy one. And anyway, I personally think it tastes better when you make it. Okay, and that, my dear, is why you are here to help me. Yes, I said help you. I called you here because I think it is about time that I am not the only one that knows how to work around this kitchen in here. So you are going to learn how to bake pumpkin pies with me today. You're damn skippy. We're going to figure this out right now. Here. That is an apron. Put that on because there's a lot of stuff to do, and it's kind of a liquidy filling before it gets baked up and stuff. And while that's baking, we can snuggle and watch movies, or we can watch a bunch of YouTube videos. That's fine too. And we can eat some of the bad batches of cookies. Well, not that they taste bad, it's just they're not like perfect ones. They're like flop cookies. Alrighty, let's get started. Let me grab this out. What's this? Oh yeah, this is the pie crust. So I preset pie crusts. I know that a lot of people just buy them, but I preset pie crust prior to this. And let me just preset the oven. Okay, 425. Perfect. 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Alrighty, and then we will start with making the filling. Okay, here's what we're going to need. I have most of the ingredients out, so we're going to measure everything out and put it into the bowls with cup measures and all the other stuff. So let's grab these out. Okay, so big bowl right here. Okay, let's grab the pumpkin pie filling. You take this and you put the pumpkin puree in the bowl real quick. Perfect. Okay, and then let's measure out the sugar. So the sugar that we're measuring out is, for one pie, that would be 3/4 cups of granulated white sugar. Perfect. Let's put that in there. Alrighty. And then let's see. Okay, and then we're going to add a pinch of salt. Okay, that goes in there. Alrighty, then I need you to grab up these spices for me. I need ginger, cloves, pumpkin pie spice, and cinnamon. Perfect. Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now, important question. Are your family people that like to taste the pumpkin, or are they people that are looking that the pie is the conveyor for the spices? What do I mean? Like, for example, are you eating pumpkin pie because you like the taste of pumpkin, or are you eating pumpkin pie because you like the flavoring of what goes into pumpkin pie? My family's big on extra seasoning. That's just me. Okay, we'll go with that one then. So standardly, you would do 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So for my family, we always double it. So usually, and sometimes even triple it. So my personal preference, we'll do about 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Then we'll do, instead of a half a teaspoon of ground ginger, we're going to do a full teaspoon of ground ginger. Then for the ground cloves, which is this one, we're going to do half a teaspoon of cloves. Cloves are really strong, so let's not put too many in. And that's granulated there. And then pumpkin pie spice. Personally, it's a mix of all those things, so I throw in an extra 1 or 2 teaspoons just to make sure that it's all up in there. Perfect. Alrighty, whisk that up a little bit for me so it starts combining. So that should just be the pumpkin and the sugar and the spices. No, there's more going into it, but you just got to mix that up first. Oh, because if you put in spices and then all this stuff when you like put the same time as the milk, you're not going to get everything combined. You'll get like lumps, and no one wants lumps in pumpkin pie. So you just got to mix it all up a little bit in between phases, you know? See, I have my methods. There's a method to the madness. You won't get any pumpkin pies that crack if you do this. There's a few methods that work to make sure that your pumpkin pies don't get those weird cracks on top. Perfect. Okay. And then that looks combined enough. Okay. And then we're going to crack 2 large eggs. They're right there if you want to grab those. Okay. We'll just crack those. Perfect. We'll throw those in the trash there. And then let's see. Oh, and let's beat that into the mixture again. So we'll keep beating that in and whisking it in. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to grab 1 of these cans of evaporated milk. It's a really nice type. It's really thick stuff. And then that's 1 12-ounce can, and we're going to pour that in there. Perfect. That is everything for the filling now. So what you're going to do after you do that, this is the final whisk. So whisk everything up and be really careful because, oh, no. Be careful, please. You're going to spill it everywhere. Okay. It's good. Okay. So, with that, now that that's all sorted, we'll let that rest. Okay, and the oven is at temperature. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour it into our pie shell really quick. So just give it a good pour. There we go. And just scoop out this. Perfect. Okay. And so I preheated the oven to 425, and before we set it in, I'm going to open up the oven a little bit because we got to reduce the temperature to 350. Oh, why set it for 425 and then set it for 350? Well, so most ovens will like warm up to 425 pretty fast because it's a high temp, and then when you leave the oven open a little bit, it gives you a little bit of a lead time to cool everything down, and it does like a nice convection bake on stuff and make sure it's even. Yeah, it's a bake thing. Yeah, usually I would just stick with 350, but for some reason I think it's maybe the way to make sure that the oven, everything, there's like fully evenly distributed heat in an oven. I think it's the reason is originally for gas ones, but you know, it's a little confusing. Yeah, and so now let's go in and we'll set the timer here. And personally, from my personal experience, the sweet spot on this oven is 45 minutes. Yeah, you can do about between 40 to 50 minutes. That's usually the good spot, but it really does depend on your ovens. You can check. I always say take like a toothpick and just put it through the center, and if it comes out kind of clean without too much residual stuff on it, you're going to be just fine. You always want it a little bit loosey so that it's got moisture so it doesn't dry out. And then after it comes out, we'll have to let it cool and stuff and refrigerate or serve it, and it'll be good to go. Alrighty, so let's put that in here. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Let's get this all sorted. And let's go and sit down and chill for a little bit and watch some videos and stuff. Perfect. Oh, timer's going off. Hold on. No, I have to get the timer. We can't let it burn. Okay, give me 1 second. All right. Open this and... Oh, babe. Look, it looks great. See, I told you. It was so good. Okay, we're going to take it out. And let's give it a good pick with the toothpick here. Perfect. A little jelly. Perfect. We're going to leave it on the side and let it cool for a bit. And then we will be good to go. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. Like 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours. But this way it comes out of the oven and it's all set. We can go back and watch some more videos if you want. Sure. Anything you say, cutie pie? Alrighty. Let's see if this is cool enough now. Let's see. I don't feel any heat coming off it. And nothing is shaking. Perfect. Okay. You grab a knife and a plate, and inside the refrigerator is the whipped cream that I bought. Perfect. Okay. Let's do a cut really quick. Ooh, she looks good. Okay. Perfect. And lift. Oh, look at that. Hey, she looks great. Oh, okay. All right, ready? We're going to give this a go. And... oh my god. Oh, so good. It's so good I could cry. Yes, of course I'm excited that we were doing this together. I'm glad that this happened. I'm glad you like it, and I told you you would be able to learn by the end of this of how to do everything. Really, darling, it is no problem teaching you how to do some of this stuff. You know, my family, even though we're a little odd, we express our love for each other through food. Food for us is like... it's like spiritual. It's a part of us. Yeah. And I'm glad I get to experience this with you. I mean, I get to have Thanksgiving with your parents and my parents. We get to do all this fun stuff. And we get to bake together. And, you know, I've been thinking about a lot recently. How thankful I am for you. Yeah, I mean it. Like, you work so hard, and I am so blessed to have you in my life. You know, I loved Thanksgiving and stuff, but, some years I just felt like I didn't have anything to be thankful for. I have my family, of course, and we're lucky, we're living a good time, but I just felt like I wasn't living a lot. And then you came along and you changed everything. So thank you, love. I adore you. You've changed my world and everything, and you've brought so much goodness into it. And I cannot thank you enough. I promise you that one day I will repay you with the same amount of emotion and love and dedication you have put into me. I promise you. Truly, you are so strong and so honest and so amazing and truthful. You deserve happiness in endless amounts. I know we've been dealing with a lot this past 2 years. We had just started dating when, the world seemed to have kind of imploded on itself. And I want you to know that I feel like we've kind of figured out the recipe for happiness. Yeah, a recipe for happiness. At least for us. I think that if we were gonna do it as a recipe for recipe's sake, I think it is 1 cup of sugar, of just being able to put everything in together, being sweet and kind and honest with one another. A couple shakes of honesty and loyalty and truth. I think definitely kisses added in for good measure. I think definitely kindness and acceptance and devotion and strength. We've been helping each other through heartbreak. You know what, let's name that the eggs. And then everything else. Just for extra flavor to make it even better than it needed to be. I love you. Endlessly. I can't imagine living this sweet life without you. I hope that this Thanksgiving is the best one yet. And I can't wait till we can do this again next year too. I love you. Endlessly. But we can discuss that more over a slice, huh? Perfect. Let's say a cheers for sugar, spice, and everything nice.